Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The give from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now, I'd tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Falk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
Just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Simmons. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Georgia! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Still early in the game after that incompletion setting up 4th down. You are trailing, but do you want to get aggressive? Do you want to play it safe? Does this thing get out of hand? Those are all questions and factors that are swirling around this head coach's mind now.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. On the run, it's Frazier. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Humphrey. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short. And then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the move, it's Frazier. Past the first down marker and still running. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? And they'll just down it right there.
But this punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Power football with the run. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw at Stockton. On over the middle. It's dealt. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Branch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Branch. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback got it himself. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. The offense lining up for a first down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. On the run, deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll run it to the right. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure they had that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Stockton. He's going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Frazier. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Georgia going up tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to slam in. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And I think a lot of times on offense, you start to get first and goal. People are like, why do you run outside? You run outside because you want DBs to have to tackle, But they did a good job stringing this play out, not letting it get downhill, and making the tackle on first down.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter plunge and attack this defense?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Handoff from the gun. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Using his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love these designed runs, goal-to-go situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
That keeps the score. Georgia 14, Auburn 9.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Frazier. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first. On the move at the 30. Wide open spaces. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
The grab, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Oklahoma State is just getting blown off the field right now. And frankly, we need to start going running time the rest of the way. A real stinker in Stillwater. They're trailing by 25 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Powers through. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And throws off the RPO. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw for it. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
When that field shrinks, you've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to. Let them make plays. Make it look like run. All the big boys on the field. Slip that tight end out. Find him. They'll do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. quickly out to the tight end. Oh, a lot of space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He breaks a tackle. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. It's a running room. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. With the run on 1st and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll set up to throw. Here's a heat. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
That decision to go for 2 is going to be questioned and criticized all throughout the rest of the year and all throughout the offseason as well. If you just kick it, you tie it, and you send this thing into overtime potentially, but now because you went for the win, you need an onside kick to have a shot to pull this one in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And here's the thing, strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Running to the left. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
A lot of times late in games you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Hit as he throws. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires to the big fella. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. On the move. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.